Giving yourself 6 months to change everything is not just an appealing idea, it is a decision. A decision to stop lying to yourself, to stop saying later, to stop waiting for a perfect moment that will never come. This book is the first station where you face the truth, without filters, without excuses, because deep inside you, you know that if you do not stop now, if you do not begin now, nothing will change. If you decide to finish this book to the end, you are not just reading, you are training your mind to adopt a new mentality. A mentality that does not depend on mood or temporary motivation but builds habits that create real change. And from this moment on, you will not remain the same. Chapter 1: Be brutally honest with yourself. Do not close the page. Do not run away. This is the chapter your future self has been waiting for, the version of you who is tired of excuses, tired of living the same repetitive days with no taste. This chapter does not ask for something extraordinary, only honesty, brutal honesty. Not loud honesty, but the kind that happens quietly inside, the kind that does not lie. If you truly want to change your life in 6 months, you cannot keep pretending everything is fine, because it is. You cannot build a better life while holding on to the same habits and excuses that slowly eat you from the inside. You cannot fix what you refuse to acknowledge, and you cannot free yourself from what you don't dare to name. Many people spend their entire lives denying their truth, avoiding the mirror that reflects what they do not want to see. Sit with yourself and ask, what is actually destroying my life? What do I do every day that slows my progress? What thoughts weaken me? Who are the people pulling me backward every time I try to move forward? For some, the answer is procrastination. For others, it is comfort addiction, distraction, toxic people, or a mindset full of doubt, fear, and escape. Often, we are the ones keeping these people in our lives. We are the ones afraid of being alone, so we stay in the wrong place. Honesty is painful, but it is the first door to freedom. Nothing will change as long as you flatter yourself with lies, pretending everything is okay while chaos lives inside you. The time has come to decide. To say clearly, I will not live this way anymore. To stop lying to yourself. To stop justifying habits you know are stealing the best parts of you. You don't need a new plan or complex schedule, you need courage. Courage to let go of everything you know is hurting you. Honesty is the first step, an uncomfortable one but necessary. And the more honest you become, the faster your life will move forward. You will gradually feel more energy, make better decisions, and rebuild deeper self-respect. This is where the journey begins, not with luck or coincidence, but because you finally decided to stop running. Chapter 2: Break the habits that make you hate yourself. If you really want to change your life in 6 months, start by breaking the habits that make you secretly ashamed of yourself. Nothing will change while you maintain behaviors that drain you silently. You know these habits very well. They're not hidden. You know exactly what weakens you, dulls your energy, and empties you from the inside. These habits are the reason you wake up tired for no obvious reason. The reason you doubt yourself. The reason you fall back to zero every time you try to progress. Maybe these habits began during a difficult phase of your life. Maybe they were once a coping mechanism. But they are no longer a relief, they are chains. A way to escape life instead of facing it. Every time you return to them, something inside you shrinks. This is not temporary weakness, this is ongoing self-abandonment. You look in the mirror and know you don't respect the way you're living, the lack of care for your body, the unkept promises you make to yourself. This honesty is the spark of real change. You won't be asked for perfection, but you will be asked to be realistic. If you spend your time scrolling mindlessly, eating what exhausts your body, and avoiding responsibilities, don't expect to love your life. You will begin to feel you don't deserve better because you trained yourself to settle, to delay, to numb instead of heal. These habits don't destroy you suddenly, they destroy you quietly. But you are not enslaved by them. Change doesn't start with a massive revolution. It starts with one true step. Choose one bad habit that weakens you and break it. Replace it with a behavior that resembles the person you want to become. Stop doing what kills you in silence. Instead of opening your phone first thing in the morning, drink water, walk, write a thought. Instead of food that drains you, choose what nourishes you. Instead of ignoring, express. Instead of procrastinating, confront. Small changes on the surface, but the foundation of self-respect underneath. Every toxic habit you break will strengthen you. Your mind will clear. Your emotions will lighten. Your energy will rise. You will not need external motivation anymore. You will not wait to feel ready. You will become the person who keeps their word. And the result? A life that resembles you, not a life built on old mistakes. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Make one clear decision today. Your habits must match your vision. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, you will stumble. But you will not go back because you are building someone new. After a few months of consistency, you will meet yourself again, but this time, the version you always deserve to be. Chapter 3: Create a routine that forces you to grow. If you want to grow, you cannot leave your days to chance. Growth does not happen suddenly or by random inspiration. Real growth begins when you wake up with intention and sleep knowing you moved forward, even by one step. To achieve this, you need a routine. Not a decorative routine that only makes you feel busy, but one that forces you to progress, even on days when you have no mood, no energy, and no audience. The routine you need is not a copy of someone else's, it is yours. Built on what matters to you. On what elevates your energy. On what builds your skills and protects your clarity. Most people start their day in distraction. Opening their phones, absorbing chaos, losing control of the day before it even begins. If you start your day in reaction mode, you will spend the entire day behind. You cannot lead your life if you cannot lead the first hour of your day. Control starts with intention, then structure. Do not leave decisions to the moment. Do not tell yourself, "I'll decide what to do in the morning." That is a trap. Your plan must be ready the night before because when you structure your routine, you train yourself to lead, not follow. Your commitment in the moments you don't feel like doing anything, that is what creates the difference. Start your morning with what elevates you. Move your body. Clean your space. Eat something that energizes you, not something that weighs you down. Take minutes to journal, meditate, or breathe deeply before the world enters your mind. If you don't, you waste the most valuable part of your day, the part before other people's noise takes over. Make your first hour yours to set the tone for the day. Then comes work. Ask yourself honestly, is what I'm doing today moving me toward my goals? Or am I avoiding what matters? Filling my time with secondary things to escape the real work. Growth happens only when you face what is uncomfortable. So your routine must include difficult things, tasks that challenge you, push you, and stretch your limits. A routine without discomfort is a routine without transformation. And do not forget reflection. Every day, spend a few minutes asking, did I become better today? Am I proud of how I handled this day? If you don't review, you will drift and you will not notice until it's too late. Even 5 minutes of honest review keeps you aligned. And at night, don't ruin what you built during the day. Don't expect to wake up strong if you go to bed with chaotic habits. Most people struggle because their routines require nothing of them. They live as they feel, not as they need. They follow comfort and avoid effort, and after 6 months, nothing changes. If you want transformation, design a routine that does not pamper you but pushes you. One that keeps you moving even when you're tired, bored, or unmotivated. This is how confidence is built, not through words but through consistent action. Through doing what you promised yourself even without applause. Your routine is not a checklist, it is a reflection of who you've become. Someone who wakes up and confronts life, not someone who hides. Start with a simple daily routine. Water, reading, movement, meditation. One focused task. Stick to it until it becomes natural, then elevate it. Growth works like this. Step by step, habit by habit, until you build a new identity. After a few months, you will look back and realize you have become a different person because you didn't wait for luck. You built a structure that brings out your best every day. Chapter 4: Choose progress over temporary comfort. If you are serious about changing your life in 6 months, here is the truth. Comfort is not your friend. It feels safe, but it is the very thing that has been keeping you stuck for years. Every time you choose comfort, you delay your growth. Every time you escape effort, discipline, or challenge, you give up a piece of the life you want in exchange for a moment of ease. It must stop now. You cannot grow and stay comfortable at the same time. Growth requires effort. It requires hard decisions. It requires walking toward discomfort instead of away from it. If you are waiting for the right moment or the perfect mood to begin, it will never come. Change happens when you keep going even when everything inside you tells you not to. Even when you are tired. Even when you feel lost. Every day has defining moments. Get up or hit snooze. Focus or drift into distraction. Cook something healthy or order something that ruins your energy. These small decisions shape everything, they either build you or break you. Every time you choose comfort, you strengthen the weakest version of yourself. And every time you choose progress, you build the strongest version. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't scream, it quietly drains your potential. It keeps you in the same place, with the same problems, with the same excuses. Then 1 year passes and you realize nothing changed because you didn't push yourself once. Start by saying no to comfort. The stronger version of you requires discomfort, that is where discipline is formed. Progress means sacrificing temporary ease for long-term strength. It means working without motivation. It means committing without support. It means saying no when everyone says yes. It means being honest when lying is easier. These small decisions build real self-respect, the kind you cannot fake. Think of all the time you lost choosing the easy way, all the "I will start tomorrow" lies. They became patterns, but you can break them today. Choose one thing you've been avoiding and do it. Then do the same tomorrow and the day after. This is how change begins, not with dramatic announcements, but with small, consistent steps that challenge comfort and support growth. Your mind will try to pull you back. Ignore it. That voice is the reason you've stayed stuck. Your job now is to recognize the voice that limits you and choose the one that pushes you forward. Every time you push through discomfort, something inside you shifts. You gain confidence. You gain strength. You gain a version of yourself you didn't know you could become. You don't need to change everything at once, just stop feeding your weakest self. Feed the version that wants growth. Starve the version that wants comfort. This is not about becoming someone new, but returning to who you truly are. There will be days with no results. Don't stop. Most people quit here looking for instant results. But results come when you earn them, not when you wish for them. And the biggest reward is who you become, in your confidence, your calm, your presence. Choose the path that strengthens you. Choose the hard thing every day until it becomes natural. This is the life you deserve. A life you build with your own hands because you were willing to pay the price of progress. Chapter 5: Train your mind to stop chasing quick pleasure. If you want real change in the next month, start here. Stop chasing quick pleasures. Pleasure itself is not the problem. The problem is repetition, addiction, escape. When you feel bored, stressed, or empty, you run to your phone, food, screens, and shallow interactions. They seem harmless, but they steal your time, your energy, and your willpower. Quick pleasure is tempting because it requires no patience, no effort. But it weakens your focus, builds distraction, and trains your brain to crave instant rewards. Every time you choose pleasure over discipline, you lose a bit of your strength. Health, money, habits, relationships, they all require patience and consistency, not quick fixes. The shift begins with awareness. Stop and ask yourself, what am I running away from right now? Many of our desires are not real desires, they are attempts to numb emotions we refuse to face. When you train your mind to delay gratification, you reclaim your power. Start with observing one habit, how you use your phone or how you react to food when stressed. When you feel yourself falling into the same pattern, pause and ask, does this serve me? This small question brings you back to awareness, to control. This training is not about suppressing desires, it's about building the muscle of focus. About becoming someone who does not escape at the first sign of boredom or silence. Every time you delay temporary pleasure, you create space for something deeper. Inner peace. Cleaner energy. Real concentration. Ask yourself honestly, How much time have I lost on things that do not serve me? How many times did I choose temporary comfort and regret it later? These small repeated moments shape your life. You don't need a dramatic transformation, just simple, repeated decisions that guide you back to the right path. Train yourself to love progress more than pleasure, to choose growth even without motivation. The life you want does not come from comfort, but from commitment. And you are capable of that if you choose to begin. Chapter 6 Start. Begin doing the hard things you've always avoided. The change you seek will not come from wishing, but from confrontation. From the moment you stop running from the things you know are important, yet exhausting. We all have those postponed tasks. The conversations we avoid. The decisions we fear. The commitments we delay for no real reason. We push them aside under the excuse of later. But later grows into pressure, stress, and a subtle sense of being stuck. You ask yourself why nothing changes. Why your progress feels slow. The answer is clear. You avoid the real work. You postpone the one thing that could move you forward. The rule is simple. If something is difficult, it is probably important. If it is uncomfortable, it probably carries value. But most people wait. Wait for fear to disappear. Wait to magically feel ready. This will never happen. Hard things don't become easier by avoiding them. They become easier when you face them while trembling, hesitant, afraid. Growth does not come from comfort. It comes from friction, from entering the fire not to burn but to be purified. Every time you avoid what challenges you, you program yourself to retreat. Your standards drop. You become someone who moves only when things feel safe. It may feel comfortable, but it will never bring pride or unlock the version of you that you deserve to be. Start with one simple step. Sit with yourself and write. What have I been avoiding? What tasks, decisions, conversations, or responsibilities have I delayed for no real reason? Do not sugarcoat. Do not justify. Just face them. This list is not trivial. It is the barrier between you and the life you want. You are not stuck because you are weak. You are stuck because you keep choosing the easier path. Your days are filled with comfort that demands nothing from you. The problem is not that you failed. The problem is that you did not try. You told yourself, I'll do it later. That tiny lie became a lifestyle. And the solution? Action now, not later. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel Books in Minute.